What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back on this Saturday morning, evening, whatever, when you're watching this video for a daily extra. Now, keep in mind, I'm recording this on Saturday morning. It's almost 1 a.m. or oh yeah, almost. So while you're watching this, maybe other news has come out. It usually doesn't happen in the weekend, but you never know. But these are the main topics I'm gonna discuss, or the quote unquote latest news. So keep that in mind. It's pre-recorded, but I'm gonna talk about a new attack because that's basically what it is. Like that's the the talking point at this moment in time. All attackers gone, and we need to bring in all new attackers. Basically, that's where the news has been pushing us the last couple of days. But before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit that bell notification, and let's go. If I loaded the clip and I messed up, Here we go. Okay. So again, attack. This video is all about the attack besides one player. Now, the rumors are, or like the news now is heading towards Keane is gonna stay and that's it. that's what's gonna happen. Or Cuadrado is gonna sign a new deal if you don't just solely view him as a right back at this moment in time. Right winger, whatever. Then it's only Keane now at this moment in time. Apparently, could be only Keane, because Chiesa, as you see by Corriere dello Sport, he's not happy with how things have gone. In the past, this season, the way he's managed, the way positions he needed to be played. Again, the fake news out there was that he decided to leave. That's not what the report said. The reports were not unlike previous seasons where there were offers for him and he was like, I'm not really going to listen to it. He's going to be open to listening to offers. His post game against Milan kind of suggested that he's not 100% certain to say, because he was talking a bit rubbish. Like, let's be completely honest. He was saying, I need to see which competition we're going to play. I mean, buddy, it's Conference League or it's no Europe at all. So no Europe, you're gone. Conference League, UP, you're going to stay. I mean, nobody was buying that. But he didn't give you not even the standard clickbait answer of, I'm going to stay here, I'm only thinking about you. He said, I'm thinking about the national team, and then let's see which competition we will be playing in. So I think that was kind of a worrying sign. So do I believe he's going to leave 100% sure? No, but it could be an option. Now, the Klopp wanting 35 plus bonus is a joke, because if a Premier League team comes in, you need to ask more and you probably get more. I'm not really worried about that part now, but we shouldn't be losing Chiesa. Like, let's be completely honest, because against Udinese, when he played in his natural position, you can see what he can do. He's good. You cannot lose him as well. You just can't. You cannot end up with Keane and then let's see what will happen, because that's what the scenario is. That's how the scenario has been drawn up at this moment in time. It's ridiculous. You cannot lose Chiesa. It just cannot happen. But if Allegri says, he might be open, for new challenges, because I don't think he will shy away for the Premier League like maybe other Italian players would. I think he is a player that needs to go out there and enjoy his football. And lately, he looked depressed, like others. Like, he didn't look happy, and you can see that in the performances. Like, it wasn't there. Like, it just wasn't there. Against Udinese, when he was in his element, you can see the joy. You can see the happiness. Even in a meaningless game, you can see what it meant for him. So it's something we need to keep an eye on. Giovanni Albanese is pushing it heavily, but again, I don't rate him as a source. It is what it is, but it could be happening. Who knows? Now let's move on to the second part of the attack, and that's Milik. We're not gonna sign Milik. Everybody's reporting it. Di Marcio saying we could still do it on a lower fee. Romano said Marseille are not gonna lower their fee. Like other sources are saying, they're not gonna lower their fee because they will get 7 mil. I think the problem is not 7 mil. I think the problem is the club doesn't want to give him a 2-3 year deal on 3.5 million euros, because I think that's a lot of money for what he offered, especially in the second part of the season. But again, if you lose Vlahovic, if you lose him, you already lost Di Maria, and it will go to the next one you might lose. Then there are no there are not many options out there, you know. So you need to find somehow a solution to replace all these players. It's not going to be easy. That's why I'm like calm, because we're probably not going to sell everyone, because we probably cannot replace everyone. That's all. That's what I have in mind, because when this news came out and the next news I'm going to talk about, I'm like, what is the plan here? Like, I don't get it. Is it to play one of the most boring and technical limited 3-5-2s ever? Is that the plan? Because if you need to believe the rumors, that's how it's shaping up, to play one of the worst 3-5-2s you will ever see. um when even Ealing Jr. is linked with a move for 20 mil, it sounds like all the quote unquote technical players with actually talent who can make things happen are on their way out. So that's going to be one of the worst 3-5-2s ever. But again, the second news is, which is linked, is that according to Nico Schira, Soule is getting closer to leave Juve in the summer, probably alone. It makes sense. It makes no sense. It makes sense that he hasn't played much, and when he has played, not in his position most of the time. Then you have Romeo saying people at the club believe he can be a good Mezzala, number 8, which is whatever. He's a winger. He can be a very good winger. Why do you need to make him into a number 8 or a Mezzala? Whatever you want to call it. So he's getting closer. That makes sense on that part. It doesn't make sense on the part that you lost Di Maria. Like, are you gonna play Quadrado there? Like, what is the plan? Like, all the attackers are being linked with a move. Even the ones in a position we actually cannot, we already lost players in those positions. Now, on top of the players we lost, you're gonna let the other one go as well. Excuse me, and you need to replace them as well. Like, it seems like a very big ask. Again, all early rumors, everybody, like the front line has been linked with a move. All of them, except Keane at this moment in time. Maybe a couple of months ago, but as of now, all of them have been linked with a move, except Keane. And they're not going to move all. I get that, but it's not making a lot of sense at this moment in time. Like, the Milik thing is quote unquote definite. So I don't know. Like, is Keane going to be your main guy? And then who's going to be the backup? Somebody even worse than Keane? Like, that just sounds like a year and a half ago, we got Morata out and we got Vlahovic and everybody was hyped. And now we're getting to Keane as a starter. No disrespect to Keane, but like, it's not adding up. It's like that. Like, the flip is insane. It's absolutely insane. It's not 5 years between it. That's the weird part. It's 1.5 year between it. that's the banter thing, basically. Like, that's the word I was looking for. Like, that's unbelievable, but that's what's happening. Now, all of them leaving. Who's gonna replace them? Them. Well, Zaniolo has been linked. We met with his agent and with Non-to's agent, or like one of the agents, and he's open to leave and come back to Juve. I cannot say it more clearly. That's a big fat no for Zaniolo. I don't get it. I don't get the obsession with him. The injuries, not his fault, but after the injuries, he's not good. The output, the numbers are not there. His mentality absolutely stinks. Like, imagine having him and Keane in the squad. Like, wow. Like, the output is not there. Like, the actual talent is kind of disappearing. Like, the impact is not there. I don't get why we're being obsessed with bringing in Zaniolo. I don't get it, and I think I will never get it. You might say it's an easy link for the media, but I do actually believe we're looking at him because we looked at him last season, and then we did. We're not going to spend 40 mil. Then he wanted to leave. He stayed. Then he wanted to go to Milan, and then Roma, and then Milan said no, and then Roma said, now you're screwed. Now you're going to Galatasaray. Like, just stay away from this. Like, just do, like, he's been on your radar for so long. When he was at your peak, now he's at his low, and you still want to bring him in for 20-25 mil. Like, please no. And Non-to, good option, but I don't believe he's the guy that can be your main guy moving forward. I don't think he has that potential. You might be, say, stopgap, but I was more like, okay, is gonna stay Keane, and you bring in Non-to, then I'm like, okay, good one. But to see him play week in, week out, I don't know. Like, I like his engine. I like his intention, his drive, everything. But I don't know. It's just a personal feeling I have because he's not a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think he's a bad player, Non-to. It's just a personal feel. I just don't feel it for him to be the main guy. It could be a good addition, but then you need to keep players like Chiesa. That's when I'm like, okay, that's a very good addition. You know, that could we can do kind of damage. But if it's just him, I don't feel it personally. But let me know in the comments because I know a lot of people do like Non-to, like a lot of people, and I get why. By the way, I'm not saying he's crap. You know, stay away from it completely. I'm saying that on Zaniolo, stay away from that deal. Then two quick links. Weah, that's from Gazzetta dello Sport. He's on our radar, 8 to 10 million. Again, no. He's one of those players, a bit like Sam Maximin, but then Sam Maximin is a little bit higher. It looks good at times, but the output, you know, like the consistency is just not there, you know. And then I'm saying if you need to pay that 8 to 10 million, save that money and invest that maybe a little bit more or wait on it and invest that in something with potential. You still have belief in unlocking it. I don't have that way out, so I'm just gonna be very simple and quick. I don't believe you're actually in for him as well. And then we end with Singo and Home. That's according to Debate, so he's on our list, as is Vasquez. People asked about Singo. I'm okay for the good price. I like Singo. I do like Singo. I'm okay with it. You know, I will not be over the moon, but I will not be completely down. Being linked with Home is the most banter thing out there. You know, like there will not be a worse link than getting linked to Home from Spezia. He is not even the main guy, and he's terrible. You know, just on the eye test, Julian sent me over some stats. I didn't need, like, the stats are even worse than the eye test. He's just not a good player. Like, and we've been linked with him in the past, so that's why I believe this link is kind of real. You know, we are looking at him. If that happens, like, I was expecting bad links, but that's a level above bad link. You know, like, that's worse than I could have imagined. You know. He just stay away from these type of players. But Singo, for the right price, I can get behind that. You know, I can get behind that more than Mazzocchi and obviously Home or Vasquez for other reasons. But again, early stages links. Again, I keep saying again. I recorded this video 12, 13 hours ago probably when you're watching this. Things might have changed, so keep that in mind. But this is the news as we're speaking now. Let me see if something else came in and I need to discuss. No, nothing else came in. So this is probably going to be the news for this weekend. Thanks for watching. Please like the video. Subscribe if you haven't watched me and Julian doing the Transfer List podcast. Go rewatch that and go rewatch the live because that was a good live I did also. I will be back tomorrow with a live and probably a daily, or Justin is going to do the daily. Let's see. And then Monday, we go again. Yeah, thanks for watching and see ya. Ciao.